Hi, my name's Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. Welcome to day 1 in my new series, Gentle Yoga. Sometimes we don't need to tax ourselves too much physically. Sometimes a gentle yoga practice is all we need to feel balanced and at ease. So let's get started. We'll start seated today on our mat with our legs crossed, or you can sit on a cushion or a bolster if that feels more comfortable for you. If a pose doesn't feel right for you, pick a pose that you know is a good fit throughout the practice. So let's go. From our comfortable seating position, we'll inhale our arms up, look up. Long, slow exhale to bring our arms all the way down. And again, inhale till our arms are all the way up, look up. Exhale till our arms are all the way down. And again, moving with our breath and moving at your own pace here. And release. And we'll continue to breathe like that. We'll inhale our arms up, look up. Exhale, we'll twist to the left, looking over our left shoulder. Inhale our left hand to our right knee. Exhale, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, twist to the right, looking over our right shoulder. Inhale, right hand to left knee. Exhale, rounding in our back and holding on to our knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, left hand to right knee. Exhale, round in our back. One more time, twisting to the right this time. And release. Come back up to sitting. We'll bring our fingertips to our shoulders and we'll draw semicircles with our elbows, bringing our wrists to touch behind our head and bringing our elbows to touch in front of our head. Moving as fast or as slow as you like. Continuing to breathe deeply. And release. We'll give our arms a shake out before making our way to tabletop with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We'll turn our hands so that our fingers are facing towards our knees and we'll inhale, drop our belly, look up. Exhale, curving in our spine, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. And again, inhale, look up, drop our belly. Exhale, chin to chest and navel to spine. And release, bringing our fingertips to face forward again. We'll tuck our toes and keeping a really strong core, we'll hover our knees over our mat, balancing on our toes and our hands, breathing deeply, feeling our core working here. And release. Our next pose is in tabletop 2. If you feel any discomfort in your wrists, you can come onto your fists at any time. Inhale, extend our right leg and our left arm. Exhale, we'll return our left hand to our mat. Inhale, we'll move our right leg out to the side of our mat. Exhale, we'll extend our leg in line with our body again. And release, coming back to tabletop, other side. Inhale, we'll extend our right arm and our left leg. Exhale, right hand back to tabletop. Inhale, left leg extends out at 90 degrees to our body. Exhale, we'll extend our leg again. And release, returning back to tabletop. We'll repeat this again. Inhale, extend our right leg and our left arm. Exhale, we'll return our left hand to our mat. Inhale, we'll move our right leg out to the side of our mat. Exhale, we'll extend our leg in line with our body again. And release. Other side. Inhale, extending our left leg and our right arm. Exhale, right hand back down. Inhale, our left leg out to the side of our mat. Exhale, extend our leg again. And release. We'll cross our feet behind us and we'll come to sit on our mat with our legs crossed. Shoulders back and down. We'll clasp our hands behind our back and move our arms away from our body, tucking our chin in very slightly here. Shoulders remain back and down throughout. Breathing deeply. Checking in with our belly and feel it rise and fall with every breath. And release. Our next pose is similar. On our inhales, we'll squeeze our shoulders back and down. Exhale, release. And again. We'll repeat this a few times, tucking our chin in very slightly as we draw our shoulder blades back and down. And release. We'll make our way to tabletop again now, and we'll open our knees as wide as our mat and bringing our big toes to touch before sitting on our heels and coming into extended child's pose. In child's pose, we're drawing our chest to our mat and breathing deeply. We'll check in with the contact our body is making with our mat. Our hands, our forearms, our forehead, our shins, our ankles, our feet and our toes. Breathing like we did at the start of our practice with long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release. We'll push ourselves back up to tabletop. Walk our knees back an inch or two and lower down onto our belly for some cobra flows. Hands under our shoulders. Inhale, we'll come up to cobra, shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. We'll repeat this 2 more times, moving at your own pace here. On our next inhale, we'll raise our chest up with our hands behind us and we'll raise our legs up too for locust pose. Squeezing our shoulder blades together. Our shoulders remain away from our ears. And release. We'll come to lying down and we'll turn our head to the side for a rest. Breathing deeply. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders and we'll push ourselves back up to tabletop again. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll drop our elbows in the exact position our hands were in. Clasp our hands together, walk our knees back an inch or two and come into puppy pose, drawing our chest towards our mat and our tailbone to the ceiling. And breathe deeply here. We'll bring softness to our face here, check in with our jaw, our cheeks, behind our eyes and our forehead, and release any tension there. And breathe deeply. Our shoulders are down our back and we're drawing our chest to our mat. And release. We'll walk our knees in slightly and we'll push ourselves back up to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes and make our way to down dog. Starting off in our down dog, we'll have a generous bend in our knees, and we're drawing our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs, and breathe deeply. We're feeling into the contact our hands are making with our mat. And we'll walk our legs out here, bending our right knee and then bending our left knee, and again. We'll come to stillness now, and we'll step forward with our right foot between our hands, lowering our left knee to the mat and untucking our toes. We'll come up into a lunge. Our hips are in line with each other and our pelvis is tucked, knee over ankle. On our inhale, we'll open to the right side of our mat. Exhale, back to center. And again, inhale, open to the right side of our mat. Exhale, back to center. And we'll bring our hands to our mat, tucking our left toes, and we'll step back to our down dog. And we'll take a cleansing breath here. We'll inhale deeply through our nose and a long, slow exhale through our mouth. Step forward with our left foot between our hands, lowering our right knee to our mat and untucking our toes and coming up into our lunge. Our hips are in line with each other, our pelvis is tucked and our knee remains over our ankle. Inhale, we'll open to the left side of our mat. Exhale, back to center. And again, inhale, open to the left. Exhale, back to center. And we lower our hands to our mat. We'll step our left foot back to tabletop, cross our legs behind us, and we'll come to sit on our mat with both legs extended wide. We'll bring the sole of our left foot to our right inner thigh. Inhale, we'll stretch our left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll stretch over to our right foot. Our right shoulder remains down away from our ear throughout, making sure we're not collapsing here. Our ribs are stacked, one side over the other side. And breathe deeply. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, we'll switch out our legs, bringing the sole of our right foot to our left inner thigh. Inhale, our right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch to the left. Dropping our left shoulder and making sure our ribs are stacked. We'll flex our left foot here and breathe deeply, feeling into a nice side body stretch. And release, coming back up to center. We'll extend both our legs now, as much as feels comfortable. Option to sit on a cushion here. Shoulders remain back and down. Inhale, we lean over our left leg. Exhale, feel into the stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, leaning over our right leg. Shoulders remain back and down. Inhale, back to center. And repeat. Moving at your own pace here, making it a moving meditation by moving with our breath. Our feet are flexed and we're not letting our upper body collapse in this pose. Our back is poker straight. Shoulders remain back and down. And breathe deeply. One more time. Inhale, back to center. On our next exhale, we lean our upper body between our legs. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, leaning forward. Inhale, coming back to center. One more time. And release. We'll make our way to sitting on our mat now, with our legs bent, the soles of our feet on our mat. Hands behind our knees, shoulders back and down, and checking in with a strong core. We'll rock and roll, squeezing our navel to our spine as we do this, massaging the entire length of our spine. And release. We'll bring our hands to our knees and we'll roll down onto our back, one vertebrae at a time. We'll bring our feet behind our bum, close enough so that when we raise up in our upper body, we can skim our heels with our fingertips. Inhale, we'll lift our hips up to come into bridge. Exhale, lower down. And again. Inhale, up to bridge. Exhale, lower down. One more time. On our next inhale, we'll come up to bridge and we'll hold our bridge for a few deep breaths, or as long as feels comfortable. Do what's right for you and your energy levels. And release, lowering back down. We'll bring our feet as wide as our mat now, and we'll do some windscreen wipers, moving our knees to one side and then the other, and again. And release. We'll bring our feet back behind our bum and we'll extend our right leg to the ceiling, holding on to the back of our thigh for a hamstring stretch. Holding on to the back of your thigh, or your shin, or your big toe, or even use a strap here. Whatever works for you. If it feels good, you can extend and straighten your left leg, flexing your foot and grounding your left heel to the mat. Breathing deeply here. If you're holding on to the back of your thigh like me, we'll make sure that our shoulder blades are glued to our mat, away from our ears, and breathe deeply here. And release, other side. Bringing our right foot behind our bum and extending our left leg to the ceiling. Holding onto your thigh, your shin, or your big toe, whatever works for you. If it feels good, you can extend your right leg, flex your foot and ground your heel into your mat, and breathe deeply here. Breathing like we did at the start of our practice. Feeling our belly rise and fall with every breath. We'll bring a smile to our face here to relax all the muscles in our face. And release. We'll hug our knees into our chest now and rock from side to side if that feels good. Remembering to breathe deep and even breaths. And release. We'll roll to one side and push ourselves back up to sitting. I hope you enjoyed day 1 of gentle yoga. Please subscribe to Ciara's Home Yoga for more gentle yoga videos. Namaste.